Welcome to the Drive-In Movie Podcast.
Now playing the Fantastic Four First Steps.
This is the podcast where Berkan and I go see a blockbuster movie.
And then we talk about it in the car. Now, we are not in a professional studio. There is no sound mixer or anything like that. So whatever happens, happens.
We are also in a public place.
Yes.
So if somebody walks by in the background, we're going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, this wasn't even the first time you've seen the Fantastic Four.
This is another situation where by opening night, I had seen Fantastic Four 3 times.
Which is such a scam, because I'm over there seeing it for the first time, and you already know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. But it's good, because you give like the perspective of seeing it for the first time, and I give the perspective of somebody who saw the movie 3 times in 3 nights.
3 times in 3
Which is
nights.
kind of I don't think I've ever done that before. I think my previous record was 3 times in 4 nights, and that was Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you've ever done this before.
Now I gotta push for like 3 times in 2 nights.
So you got to see it twice in a day.
Yeah.
You got to go to a matinee and then the evening show.
Yeah.
Which I think is very possible for you.
I think it's possible.
Especially with if like a new Spider-Man movie comes out.
Oh, Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm doing it.
I could totally see
Without
you
a
doing
doubt.
that. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
You might even be able to see it 3 times in one day.
I actually almost did that for Spider-Man No Way Home.
I believe
I
it.
actually was so stressed about Spider-Man No Way Home. I almost called off work, went to go see a 2 p.m. screening, and then met up with you guys for our 6:30 showing.
Yeah.
Just so that I wouldn't have to worry about spoilers.
That's correct. But you already had spoilers, didn't you?
Not for No Way Home.
Oh, okay.
I did for Multiverse of Madness. That was crazy.
Which, who cares?
Yeah, well, at the time, before when I had hope that the movie was going to be great,
Yeah.
I cared.
Oh my God, they set that movie up to
Yeah, I
be
know.
the pinnacle.
I'll never
They set that up to be peak.
I'll never forget Elizabeth Olsen saying, if Spider-Man No Way Home was the appetizer to Multiverse of Madness, I'll never forgive her
Dude.
for that.
What the hell?
I know.
It was so much worse.
It was not great. But
I think that is kind of what started a downward spiral.
Probably. It was tough.
Yeah. Maybe we should get
Fantastic
into
Four?
Exactly.
All right. How many Michaels would you give Fantastic Four?
Out of 10 Michaels, I'm giving it 7.
Okay. Out of 10 Michaels, I'm giving it 7.5.
Okay. Even on your third watch?
Maybe 8 Michaels. Maybe. I think if I watch it
8.
again in a few months, I can be convinced to go up to 8.
Do you remember what else you gave 8 Michaels to? What other
No.
movies? Okay. Because
I just know I've been giving a lot of 9s recently.
when I'm scoring something, I'm comparing it to other movies I gave a score to.
See, I can't do that because it's like they're different. Like they're different out of 10s. You know, like different expectations.
Then what's even the
different-
point of scoring?
It still
whole
gives
point-
you a good idea.
No, but the whole point of scoring is supposed to be like, this movie is this good, and if this movie has a lower score, then it's worse
I
than
just
the
think
other
it's
movie.
hard to because it's like a 9 out of 10. Like if we went and saw the Smurfs and we thought the Smurfs was amazing and it was like a 9 out of 10, in some ways it's not comparable to a 9 out of 10 for an MCU movie. I don't know. It makes
That makes zero sense to me.
It's cinema math, Michael. Cinema math.
But the whole point of the scale is so that it's supposed to make things comparable.
I don't remember what other movies I gave like a 7.5
Okay.
out of 8. I remember, here's my thing. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. I thought there was a lot of elements they did really, really well. There's really one major thing that takes it down for me, and then the rest of it I think is great. But that one major thing is a major thing.
What is it?
I don't like that they're not superheroes for a good chunk of the movie.
No, they're kind of just researchers or politicians.
Politicians, they're planners, and like the writing of that stuff is great. Like it is great.
Yeah.
But it's like you get that montage in the first 20 minutes, which is so good, and then they don't do anything up until the point where they meet Galactus. And then they're really just running away from Galactus.
Yeah.
And that action sequence is incredible. I think that's one of the best sequences in the MCU. Do not get me wrong.
Which one?
From the moment they meet Galactus to the moment they return to Earth, I think it's one of the best sequences
Oh,
in the MCU.
like in space, when they're in space. Okay.
I think that's one of the best sequences in the MCU. So I'm not saying like that action is bad and them using their powers in those situations was bad, because it was great.
I think when the Silver Surfer rode the wave of lava, I think I verbally said, sick.
It is cool.
I don't think I could control it. I think it slipped out. And then
That
she
was
rode
really cool.
then she rode a warp in space time, and I went, tight.
Yeah, they use Silver Surfer very practically, and I love it.
I think
love
Silver Surfer was the best part of this movie. I also did like the world building. Okay, I agree. They didn't really fight a whole lot of bad guys.
No, and I wanted that.
Yeah, of course. They got superpowers. You want to see them using them.
And the reason, and that may seem like a stupid opinion after you've seen the movie once, but after seeing the movie 3 times in 3 nights, I feel the pacing without it.
Oh my God.
Because it's so much planning. It's so much. It is so much. It's hard to rewatch.
The pacing is tough because also I don't really understand the timeline. What?
Yeah, there's a
how
lot of
long does
time
this
jumps
movie?
in the
Yeah,
movie.
how long does this movie take place over?
It's a span of a year.
See, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. I understood that it was at least several months, but there would all of a sudden, like, one scene would be when Ben doesn't have a beard, and then the next one he's got a full beard, and so I go, okay, at least a month must have passed for him to grow that out. Yeah. The baby yesterday was like a newborn, and now it's 4 months old. They were just like jumping around too much with no explanation. Not even at the bottom of the screen, like 4 months later.
Yeah.
It was just, so I agree with you. The pacing was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Where they would be going, there'd be sequences in real time, and then all of a sudden it's a completely different time frame.
Can we talk about how strong Sue Storm is? Listen, you always hear stories about moms when their kids are in trouble, lifting trucks, peering open the jaws of mountain lions. You always hear those stories. So I do not for a second doubt that Sue Storm could muster the strength to push Galactus into a black warp hole bridge. Can we talk about the practicality of it, though? How long was she actually pushing Galactus?
She was lifting the Eater of Worlds for several minutes.
It had to be at least, like, I was thinking about it, it had to be at least, like, 20 to 30 minutes that she was pushing him. Because she's, like, she's moving him across New York City. And she's moving, like, an inch in between each push.
I think this is kind of debatable because, I understand your point where she's walking baby steps and Galactus is moving blocks. But, I mean, we see the other characters, just running down the street. So I do think it was kind of a real-time sequence. It probably took a minute or two.
I don't know.
It was just her powers that were probably pushing him further and further.
It was just funny.
I don't think Galactus was at the same distance from Sue the entire time.
It just kind of
But it still was,
a little bit.
Yeah. It was still, like, a little ridiculous that, she had the ability to do this.
This is the problem with villains like Galactus. They're so cool and they're so intimidating, but there's not really a logical way to beat them because of that.
Right.
And so you kind of expect, like, if they're either going to all lose or they're going to beat Galactus, and it's not going to be in a way that you would really think they should.
I think they should have just outsmarted him. I thought they had a good plan to teleport him.
Yeah.
Because that way they don't actually have to beat him.
But then the movie would have just ended and you would have been like, oh. Okay.
I know, but I do think that there should have been, there needed to be a twist, there needed to be an engagement, but then they should have outsmarted him again instead of having Sue overpower him. Because you're right, that doesn't make sense.
What would have been really cool is actually if they planned for him to realize this plan, like, you guys are trying to trick me. And then, because Reed Richards is so smart, so imagine, like, they planned for Galactus to, like, almost step over the line and be like, clever little bugs, and then walk away, and then boom, he falls in the trap. That would have been so cool.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would have been more believable.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
I did like the world building, though. I do like the whole concept of they created this utopia that's super retro and sci-fi, and they're kind of like these bureaucrats, and they're huge celebrities. I did appreciate the world building, but I do think that came at the sacrifice of fight scenes.
Yeah, I think so too. And every time they did fight, every time they used their powers, it looked so good.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I just want to... Actually, I have a question.
What's your question?
How does Galactus hurt Reed when he's, like, pulling him apart?
Right.
Isn't that the whole point of his powers, is that he can do that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a limit. He's like a rubber band. You can snap a rubber band.
I guess. I just never really considered Mr. Fantastic having a limit, because I didn't read a lot of Fantastic Four comics.
I've never read a comic book in my life.
So I was always just like, oh, he can, like, stretch and it'll be fine, you know?
Yeah.
So, you've never read a comic book in your life?
I've never read a comic book in my life.
That's kind of sad.
No, it's not.
Not a single comic book?
Why is that sad?
I don't know. It's just, comic books are so joyful, and they just have so much love in them, and the
Just watch the
artwork,
movie.
it's amazing. But you love art.
Yeah.
I think you'd love comic books.
I don't know. Anyway. Did you like the Thing's look? Ben's
I did.
look? Okay.
I did. It was very classic.
He's got huge
eyebrows.
I don't know if I like that. They're going over the side of his head.
Yeah, it's very classic comic look.
I liked the original Fantastic Four's look, where he has kind of a normal head. It's just made of rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I wonder if I don't think he's actually made of rocks.
What's he made of?
I don't know, some alien hard substance.
Some alien rocks?
No, I don't know. Some alien.
You realize that just because a rock
concrete.
comes from a different planet,
But
it's
no,
still
I think
a rock.
like there's I think that,
if I went to Mars and picked up a rock and brought it back to Earth,
I think that there is a legitimate answer as to what Thing is. I don't think he is rocks. I think there's a different scientific explanation that is canon. I just again did not read enough comics to remember.
you know what? I did appreciate this little detail. Every time Ben moves, there's
Yeah.
like the rumbling, rocky sound.
Yeah.
I did really like that.
Yeah. Do you think Ben deserves love?
Of course.
Of course.
Why would he not?
Exactly.
He's a good guy. You know what? I think we should play that game that we started in the last episode.
Okay.
Out of all the characters in this movie, which character do you think you are? If you were in this movie, which
Okay.
character do you think you would be?
I honestly like fully believe that I think I am Johnny.
Yeah, I
think
agree
so.
with you.
I think so. But I specifically think I'm Joseph Quinn Johnny.
Yes.
Like I'm not Chris Evans, like the sexiest man in the world Johnny.
Okay.
Like womanizer Johnny.
Yeah.
I think I am Joseph Quinn Johnny, who's like I think has a good honest level of attractiveness, has the comedic ability that I also possess, I think, and would have honestly same conversations where I'd be like, I get it, Berkan loves space, Berkan loves women, space women, Berkan's happy.
Yeah.
I would have that exact same conversation.
Yeah. I think that you're Johnny 100%, which is funny because I think that I'm Ben.
Really?
I do.
Why do you think you're Ben?
I think that he's just a solid guy, but he's kind of the
I see what you
sidekick.
did there. Listen, I don't view you as a sidekick. I would also place you as Ben because Ben's also very smart.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's not Reed Richards smart, of course, but he's also
Right.
very smart.
Yeah.
But I think the comedic timing between Ben and Johnny is something that you and I would.
So you only think that
resemble.
I'm Ben in relation to your Johnny. You actually think that you're Johnny, but you only think that I'm Ben because of
Well,
his
obviously
relationship.
I don't see you as a giant thing,
Yeah.
you know. But I
Right.
think the way they communicate, I think is an important reason.
I think that's a big factor to it also.
You were trying to judge me then for saying that.
Well, I think that there's stuff on top of it. I think that there's more to it than that.
Okay.
But you're going, because I'm Johnny, you have to be Ben.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying their relationship reminds me of how you and I would interact,
Yeah.
which feeds into me seeing us as Johnny and Ben.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also just think, like, I feel like if you had a kid, for example, if you were Reed Richards,
Yeah.
I think that I would play a very similar uncle role.
Yeah.
Because also, I mean, Ben's over there holding the kid more than the parents are. You know what I
That's
mean?
true. He read the books.
Yeah, but he's really doing the parenting.
I also
That's it.
saw myself as Johnny with the way he interacts with Herbie. Like
Oh, the
petting
robot?
Herbie,
Yeah.
always talking to Herbie.
Yeah.
Did Herbie drop an F-bomb in this movie? Did I miss that?
He doesn't even speak, does he?
No, but like there's a moment where he kind of speaks. Herbie kind of speaks. You know, it's like if you
Okay.
slow down his it kind of
Does it really?
I think so.
Oh.
Like his lullaby he sings, like he's saying Franklin.
Oh.
I
I guess that's what you get when you see the movie 3 times. You
Yeah.
start to understand Herbie's language.
Well, there's a moment in the movie where he sees Galactus at the
Right,
window, and
right.
he's like, but it literally sounds like he's going, "Fa." So I don't know if he fully says it. I was like, I wonder.
I
if
hope
what he's
that's
doing.
what he's
I hope
doing.
that's true.
Yeah.
So funny.
Berkan, I have a game for you. if you'd
Oh,
like
you
to
got a
play.
game? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hit me with the game.
Berkan, you have this strange ability to know the release dates of random movies.
Yes, this is true.
So, in the spirit of Fantastic Four, I have a list here of some Marvel movies and their release dates, and I would like you to guess what those dates are.
Bang.
Are you ready?
I got this on lock.
Okay. So the first movie I have for you, and this is going to, really test your knowledge of the MCU and the order that the movies came out in. What day do you think the first Iron Man movie was
May
released?
2008.
That's right. Do you want to guess?
17th. No, it was like May 5th.
You're closer.
6th?
It's May 2nd. May 2nd, 2008.
Okay.
You got the right month.
I got the right month and year.
Yeah.
That's why I think. I know I'm going to get the month. I know I'm going to get the year. The date's going to be tricky.
Yeah, I think so too. This one you're probably also going to know. This was another big one. Captain America: The First Avenger.
June 2011. May 2011?
You're so close. It's July
2011.
2011.
Dang it.
Do you want to guess a day?
4th?
July 19th,
No,
2011. Why didn't they release it on July 4th
No,
for
that-
Captain America?
I don't know if people go to movies on Independence Day. But I went to the movies on
They'll go on
Independence Day.
Christmas. They'll
Yeah.
go on, but they won't go on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
I guess not.
You got me with that one.
And
That was the one I knew I
and
thought was going to be tricky.
the MCU was in full swing too. I mean, these were still huge movies. I wonder how much money Captain America made coming out on July 19th.
That may be a new game.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next time. Okay. The first Avengers movie.
Yeah, that's actually an easy one. That's May 2012.
That's right.
Yeah, and that is May. That one may be May 2nd or May 3rd. Oh, it's a May 5th.
You were one. You thread the needle, man. It's May 4th, 2012.
Well, actually, hold on.
You went May 2nd, May 3rd.
Hold on.
May 5th?
Hold on. I saw it on May 2nd. Because my dad had an Acura, and Acura sponsored Avengers, so I got to see it 2 days early.
Acura had early screenings for the Avengers?
Yeah, you don't remember the scene in Avengers where the Avengers awkwardly run around an Acura?
No.
It happened. There's some crazy
so
ad
funny.
placement with cars in
That's
Avengers
so
movies. There's some
funny.
crazy ad placements.
Oh, God. Do you remember when we saw King Kong and Godzilla?
Yes.
And there's that very obvious, what is it, like a Mazda
Yeah.
placement? It looks like a commercial with the lighting in the background.
Yeah.
Like, that was the most obvious car ad placement I've ever seen
Car
in my
ad
life.
placements are probably the most common
Yeah.
ad placements in movies. But Avengers movies, it's specifically worse.
Transformers is really obvious with the
Yeah.
ad placements.
Yeah.
I mean, Transformers 3, I want to say.
That was tough.
The Optimus Prime goes through a Victoria's Secret bus. Do you remember that? Where the logo, it passes the entire screen.
Yeah, it's tough. It was tough. They did have
In
Victoria's
slow
Secret model.
motion.
There was a Victoria's Secret model in the movie, though. To be fair.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and in Madam Web, the Pepsi, like the entire movie was basically an ad for
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Which I don't know if I would want my brand to be associated with that, because they also destroyed the Pepsi logo and stuff.
Yeah, but at the beginning of the movie,
pretty
she
sure
gets
that-
handed the bluest can of Pepsi I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but I'm also pretty sure the Pepsi sign is what blinded her.
So maybe some bad rep on that
Bad
one.
rep.
Bad PR. Okay, well, going back to the game. The next movie, the first Thor movie. When was that
that's
released?
that's the one that was going to trip me up. So Thor released in 2011,
That's right.
right before Captain America, and they were both. That was also. I want to say it was May. I don't know if that's too soon in between. It feels too soon, so it's either May or April of 2011.
Pick one.
I'm gonna pick May.
May
Yeah.
2011. Do you want to guess a day?
Okay, let's see. 10th?
No, it's May 2nd.
Ah, dang, it's always the
2011.
first week. I
I know. It's actually the same day as Iron Man.
Yeah.
Just 3 years apart.
Yeah, Marvel's actually a little bit easier to remember release dates because they have very specific time frames.
Yeah. I mean, 3 of these 4 movies were released in May.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Okay.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
November 2023 or 2022. Shoot. I'm going to go November 2023.
November 2022.
22.
You had the right month.
I know. I had it.
Yeah.
I had it.
Do you want to guess a day?
Yeah, November 21st, 2022.
You're 10 days off. 11.
12th?
November 11th,
Dang.
2022.
I guess it wouldn't be a Thanksgiving movie.
You're getting pretty close on
I'm
these,
getting pretty close. The days are always the hardest part.
Yeah. Okay. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I got that on
Now
lock. No, I got that on lock. That is 2014.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is May 2014.
Yes.
And that is also May 2nd.
May 2nd, 2014.
May 2nd, 2014.
Wow, you got that one on the
that
exact...
one I was on lock. I was on lock and key. I waited. I was so... That's probably
Why
one
do
of
you
the
know
most,
that?
That's probably one of the most excited I've been for... I can remember how excited I was for that movie. And I was so excited about that movie, I carried my movie ticket in my wallet
Oh my god.
for almost 10 years
So
after.
you were staring at that date for 10 years?
I got rid of that movie ticket a couple years ago from my wallet. Yeah.
I can't believe The Amazing Spider-Man 2 meant that much to you. Do you
It really
keep other tickets in your
No.
wallet? Why did you pick that one?
It really didn't. It just kind of like, it was something like, at the time it was sentimental, and I just kind of forgot about it. And I just kept always just like transforming. It kind of became a meme to me.
The only ticket I have is my 70mm Sinners ticket.
You kept that?
Yeah, I have that one.
Interesting.
Well, the last movie I have for you, by the way. Well, actually, before this, what's with all the May 2nds? This one isn't even MCU.
I don't know.
This one is...
It's a popular release window.
I mean, there's so many Mays, but not just May. May 2nd.
Yeah.
This is the third one out of 6 movies that is May 2nd. Okay. And I can't believe some of these you didn't guess May 2nd.
I should have. I should have.
Okay. Last movie.
Okay.
Captain Marvel.
Okay. March 2019.
Yes. Do you want to guess a day?
Second? no.
Good guess, but
March 20th.
I'll tell you this.
Is it 19th?
It's International Women's Day.
March 10th, 2019.
March 8th, 2019.
God dang it!
I remember watching the... well, actually, I don't know if this came out on International Women's Day, but I remember watching it on International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And so...
Anyway. I remember specifically because it was before spring break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I remember.
Well, you got the month right.
I got
Month
the
and
month.
the year right.
I cooked with the month and years.
You're pretty good at that. And also, even on the days, typically you're within like 10 days.
Yeah, I'm usually close. Close.
Which I could never do that.
Before we end this podcast, we need to talk about Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we got to. Now, the next Marvel movie to release after Fantastic Four, Spider-Man Brand New Day, which will feature the Punisher, which will feature the Incredible Hulk. That's going to be exciting. But I have so many questions for Avengers Doomsday that I feel like maybe weren't answered in Fantastic Four the way I hoped. So here are my thoughts with Avengers Doomsday. And I want to see if you agree with me.
Yeah.
There's a couple ways Avengers Doomsday can be great, and there's a lot of ways it could fail. I think Avengers Doomsday will fail if they try to explain to us, and part of this is some of this should have happened already. And now I think if they try to make it happen in the movie, it's too late. I think Avengers Doomsday will fail if they try to explain to us why all these Avengers are getting together. If they try to keep all the introductions for the Avengers. I think for Avengers Doomsday to be successful, they've already needed to be a team, right? There can't be any moment where Sam's recruiting anybody. They already have to be established. They've already had to have all they've already all have to have met. We can't see that on screen. Because then we're going to get an intro with the Avengers, then we're going to get an intro with the X-Men, and now we're going to get an intro with the Fantastic Four. So it's too many things happening. The other thing is, there was no multiverse explanation for how everyone else is going to get there, which I think is going to maybe also make things a little bit cluttered. Because I was really looking for Fantastic Four to explain the multiverse a little bit more and give some type of inclination to how Fantastic Four are going to be involved. You know?
Yeah.
Those are my two big things I think are going to muddy the crap out of Avengers Doomsday.
I think the fact that they figured out teleportation means maybe they can figure out teleporting to a different universe. And in fact, Reed Richards does exactly.
Yeah, there is
You're going to say the line.
Yeah, there is a line where Reed Richards says, like, he proves that he talks about how the multiverse is real.
Yeah.
That's great. I just think we needed to explore it and test it a little bit more.
Let me talk a little bit about the introductions, because I think in the first Avengers movie, they do introductions with each other.
Yes.
None of them, they had never met up before.
Right.
However, the villain had already been introduced in
Right.
previous movies. I think introducing the villain and introducing all of the characters to each other is going to be a lot.
Yeah.
I think you can do one or the other, but the fact that we don't even... And here's the thing, if it was still...
Here's the thing.
It's clobbering time. And if they had already introduced the villain, because it was supposed to be Kang.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with Jonathan Majors happened.
Well,
and so,
actually, Kevin Feige came out last week and said it was not about Jonathan Majors. They were already planning it before the release of Quantumania. They ultimately sat there and thought, this is what Kevin Feige said, whether it's true or not. He did say this last week. He said, ultimately, we realized Kang is not Thanos.
okay. Regardless, he was at one point supposed to be the big baddie.
Yes.
And they had done all this setup for him. He was in multiple projects. And then they just dropped him. And so now we don't even really know anything about this Doom.
Yeah.
We've seen the mask in a post-credit scene, and that's it. And we know Robert Downey Jr. is playing him.
What do you think is more likely? Do you think Doom, based off the Fantastic Four post-credit based on the Fantastic Four post-credit scene, do you think Doom is either going to kidnap Franklin, or do you think Doom is going to pretend to be an ally and search the multiverse with the Fantastic Four and then be like, just kidding? What do you think is more likely?
That's a good question. I think he wants Franklin because Galactus did.
Right. That's kind of my problem.
I think he's going to take Franklin, escape to a new universe, and then that's why you see the Fantastic Four at the end of Thunderbolts is because they're searching for Franklin.
My problem is, are we gonna? I don't want the same plot of Fantastic Four, like the same big plot point of Fantastic Four to be the plot point of Avengers Doomsday.
Except that Franklin was never kidnapped in Fantastic Four. They're protecting him.
Guess,
I think this one he's actually going to be kidnapped and they're looking for him.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it just feels too similar.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'd be curious to actually find out what the deal is with Franklin though, and why everyone thinks he's so powerful. So I don't think I'd really mind all that much. I do think it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be tough squeezing in a lot of stuff.
I wonder if Doom is going to kind of similar to how Thanos collected stones. I wonder if Doom is trying to collect the most powerful beings or powerful aspects of different universes and putting them into one to have full control.
So do you think that they're coming to the universe that we know for Bob?
Yeah.
If he's coming for the most powerful beings.
Doom could be coming for Bob. Or I don't know. That maybe feels a little bit too not important. But Bob is very, very
What's
powerful.
the deal with Shang-Chi's rings?
That's what he could be coming for. He could probably be coming for Shang-Chi's rings.
Because there's that whole scene where they're like, these are older than the Infinity Stones, and then we've never heard anything.
I think he's probably coming for Shang-Chi's rings. That makes more sense.
This is something that I was thinking. This is a little bit off topic, but how do you think Galactus compares to a Celestial?
They're the same.
So Galactus is a Celestial? Because he says he started off as a man.
I don't know if he's a Celestial, but he's a Nexus being. So he's he's the only version that exists in all universes.
Oh, there's not multiple Galactuses. There's only one Galactus.
One Galactus.
Okay. I feel like Celestials are way bigger though, because he's about the size of a building.
He's
about the size of
a. But I think he's pretty on par.
Okay, because he's only the size of a skyscraper, really, and so the Celestials can be the size of a whole planet.
I wonder if he can manipulate his size.
Oh, interesting. Also, those planets cannot be that tasty. He's eating dirt and lava. He's eating molten dirt.
Yeah.
He lands in New York City and picks up a handful of
cake at Rainforest Cafe.
Great point, actually. Suddenly, I understand his never-ending hunger.
Yeah.
Earth is just Rainforest Cafe for him.
It's just Rainforest Cafe for him, bro. Man.
All right.
Are you excited for Avengers Doomsday?
Not really.
I'm still excited.
I think they've disappointed me a few too many times. To now where the big movies, I still don't really believe in. Like this movie, they were marketing like crazy, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. I gave it the same scores I gave the Minecraft movie.
Okay, I'm going to list out 2026 movie releases, and I want you to tell me which ones you're most excited for. I'm not going to list all of them because it's just off the top of the old
right off
here.
the dome.
Off the dome. So I'm going to do my best here.
Okay.
The Super Mario Bros. 2.
Nah.
I'm just going to... Okay, yeah, that's good. You tell me no or yes. Okay. Super Mario Bros. 2.
Nah.
Okay. Toy Story 5.
No.
Ice Age 6.
No.
Fake fan. Shrek 5.
No.
My gosh. Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Dune 3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Supergirl.
Yes.
Okay. Avengers Doomsday.
Not particularly.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, I mean, like, who would I actually be interested in watching team up together?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in anything since his movie.
Yeah, so you're not excited to see Shang-Chi again?
It's just a kind of a bunch of unrelated plot points that, like you said, it's going to be a jumbled... It's going to be difficult tying everything together.
As long as they kind of move past that and they're just like, listen, no need to try to explain it. Sam, we already know Sam's making a new Avengers team. He recruited them. There's no need. It already needs to start with there being a rift between the new Avengers and the Avengers.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
they already need to be established. They already needed to
They
butt
already
heads.
established the rift, though.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, they've already needed to butt heads.
Yeah.
Like, no one needs to beat each other. There's no, hi, I'm Shang-Chi, nice to meet you, Florence Pugh. Like, that can't happen.
Here's my problem, is that you're right. I'm excited for it to see Florence Pugh. She's going to save the whole movie for me. The only movie that didn't disappoint me really recently was Thunderbolts. I mean,
So good.
I mean, if you look back on the previous phase, right, Multiverse of Madness was set up to be better than No Way Home. Disappointed. Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool was supposed to be the Marvel Jesus, resurrecting it. I was disappointed in the movie. I thought it was funny. I just didn't think it was amazing. Fantastic Four, they marketed the hell out of. I was disappointed in it. You know, I just don't.
Okay, but here's the thing. Let's full circle this.
Okay.
You're saying you're disappointed.
Yeah.
Is 7.5 out of 10 a bad score?
That's
if
the
you're
score you
disappointed?
gave it.
I know. Okay, is a 7 out of 10 a bad score if you're disappointed?
It's a fine score.
It's a fine score.
I thought it was supposed to be a really good movie. I gave a Minecraft movie 7 out of 10.
You're telling me you think the Fantastic Four is on the same level as a Minecraft movie?
I would rather watch a Minecraft movie a second time than watch Fantastic Four a second
blasphemous.
time.
That is probably one of the worst things you've ever said to me in my entire life.
I thought they were...
You think Fantastic Four deserves the exact same score as a Minecraft? This is what I was saying. Like, you can't say a 7 for a certain movie is the same as a 7 for a Marvel movie. It doesn't make sense. A Minecraft movie being the same level as Fantastic Four makes no sense, Michael. That's crazy.
All I'm saying is I had a lot of fun watching the Minecraft movie. I actually giggled a few times. This movie, I kind of sat there respectfully and thought that was pretty good. I liked the Silver Surfer sequences. Other than that,
That's one of the stupidest things you've ever said to me in my life.
I don't know.
Goodness.
I'm just telling you, if you said, hey, Michael, let's hang out tonight. I've got the Minecraft movie and I've got Fantastic Four. I'd say, I think we're going to have more fun watching the Minecraft movie.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you. It's my birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Berkan.
What are you doing this to me?
What were we talking about before that?
Doomsday.
Oh, things disappoint. The movie's disappointing me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so-
Again, it's not like I'm giving them terrible scores. I'm not giving them sub 5. But at the same time, I thought they were supposed to be 9 or better.
Fine.
And I'm getting decent
All right.
scores.
Rank your July movies.
I don't know.
Jurassic World, Superman.
Oh, right,
or
right.
Fantastic Four.
It goes Superman, Jurassic World, Fantastic Four.
Okay, I'm Superman, Fantastic Four, Jurassic World.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's everything we got to talk about here.
Yeah.
We're gonna actually go gamble now.
Yeah, we're about to go to the casino. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to follow us at the Drive-In Movie Pod.
Yes, check out our Patreon page where we watch movies that we haven't seen that have been out for a while, and we talk about it, and we just have a good time.
Comment what character you are from the Fantastic Four.
Interesting. And honestly, guys, thank you guys for driving in with us.
Yeah. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, be sure to follow, rate
that's
5
true.
stars,
That's
leave a
true.
review, whatever.
That's true. We changed our camera angle, so I keep looking here just instinctively.
Right. Let us know if you like the camera
Yeah,
angles.
let us know if you like the new looks.
All right.
All right, well,
Thanks for driving in with us,
thank
y'all.
you for driving in with us. Bye.
Bye.